So here we are continuing to settle in the middle of absolutely frickin' nowhere, but that's fine. We're just plugging in these holes and making sure that our cities are going to have nice locations to sort of spot. We're in the middle of all these mountains, aqueducts are not far away from being built, the double industrial zone aqueduct hub is going to appear in my capital, which is a fantastic thing. We've got some settlers, we've got some campuses. I feel like we are still way behind the AI, and I mean, oh my god, the Zulu with 81 science over here. It's always the Deity way, isn't it? We're effectively going to be clawing our way back into this game just as desperately as we can for as long as we can. When are we going to strike? Clearly war is something we're going to do at some point, and we've got things like the the Great General, which is going to give us a lovely +5 combat strength to everybody around. And we're likely to get one of those every... I'm going to get another one in 2 turns. We'll see what that one does. But I think we're going to have a try with one of these soothsayers. I think this could be absolutely hilarious. We'll see what this guy does. Oh, we might be able to go and just, like, use him for war, maybe? Just to, like... I've seen that you can cause plagues, which is really cool, which, like, sieges a city. That might be really, really fun. So I think we're going to focus on getting some settlers up. I want to settle into the immediate area as many cities as we can. Once we hit a point where it's not worth settling anymore, I'm going to switch over, make sure we've got industrial hubs and encampments going, which we've got already unlocked. And then I'll start building horsemen and siege units as best I can. I do have some horses coming in, only 2 per turn. I need to get more of those. And we need to actually have a think about pushing towards cavalry, because these units are going to be amazing. 62 strength, boosted to 67 with a Great General, and then another +4 for every adjacent one. And then if I also have, by the time I get to the industrial era, fingers crossed, I will have already got nationalism as well. And with nationalism, I can add +10 strength to them. I will also unlock military academies at the same point, so I can build cores of them. So that'll be 72, 77 strength, and then possibly 81 by the time it gets through. So they should be really, really, really tough by that point. But yeah, as I say, there's a lot of work to get to that level. Sikhism spread to me. What does this do? That's not Sikhism. Where is Sikhism? Here. Gurdwaras. Okay. No, what do you call it? Crusade. So that's a good thing. Soothsayer, or cause disaster, or sacrifice adjacent unit. Oh, they must be next to a volcano. I just didn't get quite onto this in time. No sacrificing for me. I might regret that later, but you know, that's fine for now. There's engineering, defensive tactics, and we have our new dude, Raphael. What does he do? All land units within 2 tiles regain all movement and attack capability. Oh wow, so that's like a double dash. He's pretty cool. +1 immunity. Oh, no, hang on, that's I mean, yeah. Okay, so he shouldn't stack, but at least I've got 2 great generals now, which is quite an exciting thing. Awesome. I'll just kind of keep them on the border with Brazil just to make sure nobody comes my way. And a normal era. Delightful. Free inquiry again. Let's just get that done. As much as... Oh, it pains me to get rid of this farm. It's worth it in the long run. Get the aqueduct built. Let's get this sorted. God, this city just has no production whatsoever. Oh, it's terrible. And we need more science. Get the researcher in on Pengala. He can upgrade Quincia. Lovely. And I've got a soothsayer. I'm tempted just to activate it on this volcano just to improve the yields of all these tiles. Plus, I kind of want to see what it does. Should we do it? Cause disaster. Mega colossal eruption. Oh, okay. So we lost 2 population. Okay, so it fried that city, and it doesn't appear to have gained any fertility at all. Okay, so that's good to know. It doesn't do anything at all. It's it just kills people. Whoops. Hey, I do these things. I run these tests so that you don't have to. I'm going to pop down great engineers and then myself to have all the trade routes too, but I feel like we're going to get some great engineers because I'm building my industrial zones pretty quickly. I mean, not the quickest. In fact, great general. Oh, no great generals. Actually, that's not bad. Appease the god. No. I received no rewards for that one. Never mind. I think that's a... Yeah, it's okay so far. Okay, right, Soothsayer, you didn't do anything. You were totally useless, so I'm just going to have to sort you out. Oh, And the test did work. He got attacked and killed by a barbarian, and he did flick to my other city. So they do work as great generals, these people. They are invincible. Oh look! Another hurricane appears to have just appeared from nowhere. The storm peters out. 1 population lost. Okay, that's more than 1 population, can I just say. That's lots of population has just been lost. Ugh. 5 tiles gained fertility. That's not a bad thing. And 2 tiles were damaged. Good God, I think my capital is going to get repeatedly bashed in by bloody hurricanes. It's not a bad thing. It just means I've got to get builders on hand a lot. Buenos Aires, these luxury resources are a bit of a problem for me at the moment. I've got pretty unhappy cities. So that should help just to put the amenities up a little bit. I should also just keep an eye on the trading, because there's a lot of luxuries around that I do not have quite yet, like dyes, for instance, and marble. In fact, the Mayans, you've got 2 that I don't have. 2 whole ones. If I give you some of this stuff, will you give me some of the good stuff? Yes, you will. What about if I give you some horses as well? I kind of don't want to give you much else. Maybe I'll give you like 30 gold? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that'll get me some amenities. Good. Everyone is happy now. That's much better. Oh, I've even got +3 amenities for cities. Oh, delightful. Feudalism now. Okay, settlers. I do want to get settlers still, but serfdom I think is the most important thing until I've got everything sorted. That's good. Now, I know the campuses here are a bit weird. Like, this is a +3 campus at the moment. Let's just put the Empire thing on. This is a +1. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a government plaza here, which will put both to +3. I saw somebody saying that I'd ruined the campus adjacency. No, I've got a plan. I do have a plan. Bear with me. Actually, we're just going to put the government plaza down now. Let's get the science output going. I really need to force this science up and get to the cavalry units as quick as I can. We're also going to I'm just going to move my units sort of just to here. As I say, I just don't trust Brazil. Brazil are going to just shank me at some point in the back. Just feel it. I'm just going to trade some horses to the Zulu just for 25 gold. Doesn't seem like much, but it just means I can purchase in a library in this city, which is where Pingala is. Oh my goodness. Population here just keeps fluctuating up and down. Yeah, population's a real issue. People just keep dying from storms and plagues, and we're going to have to put some serious effort into keeping everyone alive. Okay, now this, I'm hoping, should be a good use of a builder being able to move. Oh no, it took 3 movement because it's a hill and a forest. I was thinking just to move in and then put the campus down where that forest had just been. Okay, well, in the meantime then, let's just get another builder going. We'll chop the forest down. That will help. Yeah, as I say, infrastructure. Infrastructure is what's important right now. Let's get the builder in, and then we'll get the library in. God, I need to get to 100 science, like, quick as possible, because the AI are not hanging around on this game. It's the only problem with this map, is that the AI really do. I mean, they just have no problem with it at all. Actually, from the capital, this is a pretty good route. Extra faith, extra science, 7 gold per turn. It's probably the best I'm going to get from this one just for now. I need to keep my gold per turn nice and high. I need to make sure that, yeah, I've just got the money to build the infrastructure, and just there's a lot of pulls at the same time at the moment, and really the science output is my biggest issue. I'm going to go for civil service in the hope that we can get a military alliance going with the Mayans. I think they're going to be good friends, and they should help me kill Brazil. Getting the campus down for +3, another +3, it's pretty good. This one's building one, you're done. This one's building one, okay, good. And then actually, look, wait until this government plaza hits. Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm now up to 55 science. Like, oh, that's a nice +4. There's a +3 here. I kind of was hoping that would be a little bit more high in adjacency, but I think it's because of this rainforest. There's only one rainforest here. So I could probably get rid of this rainforest and put something on it. And that probably would be a good thing to do. But anyway, that's now 7 science, which doubles to 14. I will take that. That's pretty damn good. Now, the other thing I wanted to keep in mind, right, is that at the moment I have Classical Republic, which means if I build the Government Plaza building now, I will get the Republican Legacy card, which gives +1 housing and +1 immunity for the rest of the game. It's a really, really, really good card, but do I want that one? Or do I want the Oligarchy card +4 melee strength? Am I realistically going to take much inventory on battles, or am I going to be using mainly cavalry and siege units? I mean, it does it's a little help. If you combine that with military alliances, fascism, great generals, and other bits and pieces, it starts to add up really nicely. And I do need to take some military units. You know what? Let's commit to something that's actually worth doing here. I'm going to... It's 2 turns until I do it, but I need to switch government. So we're going to build a library. I need to get a workshop going, and then we're going to get a builder, and then we'll start to think about getting some more settlers out. But actually, yeah, settlers not so much anymore. I think as much as we've got loads of space to expand, I do kind of want to get into a war mode, but maybe we're about a couple of eras too early. It's cavalry is when I really want to attack. Oh, there's so many things pulling me in different directions, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't know what to do. Universities are now ready. That is a good thing. They do absorb all of your production in the city because, my god, they are expensive, but it's worth it. Now, I'm just going to make a deal of open borders with Brazil. I want to be able to go and see through their stuff. I'm just trying not to trade with them too much. I don't want to get too attached to them because, as I say, Brazil are probably my first conquering sort of shot at the moment. Governors, okay, yeah, more for you. That's good. Pingala, get the culture into the city. I'm really hoping the aqueduct in this city will make it a little bit better, because at the moment it would be worth having Pingala in this city instead. It's just that there's a library here and a +5 campus, which is amazing. So he's worth having in that city because of the 15% bonus, but it just doesn't feel like it at times. So now that I've got education, I need to get a couple of the basic tech. How am I doing in science? I am dead last. Lovely. 16 techs versus, how are Brazil doing? 23 techs. They've got 70 science per turn, but I have missed a few of the early ones, so it's probably not as bad as that. Let's go for masonry, celestial navigation. I do need to get those going. Construction is an essential one as well. I haven't boosted any of them. No quarries, no sea resources, no water mills. God, what have I been doing this game? I mean, I've been doing good things, but it just doesn't feel like it. This is this new lens mod I've got going here. I'm just looking for things that I haven't improved. So there's some iron, and the horses here, I should probably go and settle there. I think the horses are very important for my game plan. There's the one I've got over there. Go and have a look and see what's over in this direction as well. This is going to be my only criticism of this military civ at the moment. I mean, it looks like Colombia have got some really, really, really good options for attacking, but they don't have any bonuses to science, which is a little bit frustrating. But there we go. Campus adjacency, good. Builders, good. We're not building settlers at the moment. We need some military policy slots. Limes probably would be a pretty good one. Feudal contracts, maritime industries, all of this stuff. Conscription. I just need more military, I think, at the moment. Although limes would be pretty handy. Let's go for military. Feudal contract. We'll get some archers in. I think that's probably not a bad shout. We're also going to go to Lady Sky. We are aligned. Good. Military alliance. I want that military alliance. Good. Wonderful. That now means I can, in theory, declare a joint war on Brazil. I mean, I don't know if it gives me an option. It's not. I need to actually get them to do... I'd have to get them involved in another sneaky way. But, okay, I've got a military ally. That's a good thing. Yeah, nationalism is kind of the priority for me, actually. Guilds. Guilds is often interesting because you get the industrial zone adjacency. I quite like that one. Diplomatic service, I can start trading well. Ugh, all kinds of things. Right, we need to get these two first. 2 little policies and then we'll go from there. I'm just going to randomly be friends with Armagh just because, again, it's more points, era score, and a bit more of the map down here. There's loads of the map spare. Once our production gets a little higher later in the game, we can just continually be purchasing more settlers, building them all up. Let's get a builder here, followed by a library. Good. This is just that weird stage of the mid-game where we're building up infrastructure and it seems very boring, but it's an important thing to do. Construction, that's good. Actually, our science has actually overtaken Brazil's. I didn't notice that. Very, very handy. 500 gold for a university, I just always think is just too much. It's huge, that. Okay, we keep getting more policy slots. We don't need this at the moment, although we could be building cavalry units as instead now of Feudal contract. Let's do that. Maneuver. Light cavalry is what we're aiming for because obviously that is our military. Well, it's our special unit later in the game. Okay, this city now has got the housing. That's really good. Get yourself a builder. Sort yourself out. And then get yourself an industrial zone. Nice. We've got one more city down here as well. 2 turns to grow. Nice. Okay, great. Get yourself a builder. And then we'll think about where best to put a campus down for you. Oh, this is the sort of deal I like. Yes. Keep the gold per turn coming in. This is pretty much the only way I'm going to be able to build universities because they're so goddamn expensive on production. Oh, the Ottomans. Ah, these would be a good old ally against Brazil. Look at that, they're the other side. Nice. Need to send them a delegation, get them on side nice and quick. Right, where are you? Come on, send delegation. No. They're always so boring. Nobody wants to send a delegation early in the game. What would you take this? 14 gold for that. Yeah, it's not the best. 2 gold per turn. Open borders as well. Put some niter in there to make it a bit better. No. Oh. I mean, come on. Just give me a good deal. There we go, right. See if we can make friends with them. Right, we're going to lock in this government policy card with a warlord's throne. That's going to be useful later for our military conquests, which is really, really good. Once I've got that, again, this city, I kind of need the workshop to be able to build stuff in Bogota a lot quicker. I kind of want to build rainforest improvements as well, but that's down the cultural tree. That's not until mercantilism, I think. Here, yeah, lumber mills can be built on rainforest. That's not for a little while. I have to build some more monuments to help me through that one, I think. Did I get niter as well? Yes, I settled on top of niter. Oh, that's great. There's some niter here and here and here. Okay, so a couple more cities. So you know what? I will probably have to continue settling as much as I protest. Settlers 9 bloody turns for a settler. It just feels like too much. Ugh. I'm going to become suzerain with Hong Kong as well for the points, but also because it just helps me keep a defensive line between me and Brazil. It also makes them more likely to attack them, and then I could get a good reason to go to war with them. Quite like that. We're also sticking near the bottom of the tree just for now. Industrialization's really, really good to go for, but I'd rather go down here, I think. I want to think about building encampments pretty quick as well. So yeah, let's go for machinery. Own 3 archers. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. So many things, guys, that I just haven't done. Feels like one of those games where just the start hasn't been brilliant. The thing I have noticed is that the AI does a lot more city projects these days. Yeah, much more likely to do the city projects for like scientists and engineers and stuff, and oh, they really go for it these days. I don't know if that's an entirely good thing, purely because, well, it used to be the only way we could like force great scientists was to do those projects, and now the computer seems to be doing them. It's like, ugh, that was our trick. But it's quite fun to see. Oh, look, Brazil literally was waiting there with its bloody envoys. Like, no, I'm just going to wait until you put them in, and then I'll just pop some in as well. Ugh, arseholes. Are they going to give me the Iliad? Alright, yeah, that's a bit more culture. Nice. Stirrups is now done. That's good. You know what? I think I might actually get Pingala in with grants, just so I can get more great scientist points in this city when I purchase a university in, which is going to be the next sort of purchase that I get in. The Warlord's Throne is done. That means the policy card is now locked in, which means I'm going to just change governments back to Classical Republic. There we go. That's good. Oh no, I forgot that puts me back into anarchy. I forget when they added that. It's probably been in the game for like some time now, but no gold due to anarchy. Oh, delightful. Why did we do that? That was a stupid move. Oh, this has not been one of my best starts, but there we go. You know what? As I say, we do these things so that you don't have to. Oh, another huge hurricane in this area. Delightful. Everything is on fire. Oh dear, campus pillage oh dear. Oh no. Right, well, you better unpillage all that stuff. Thank you very much. This is good though. I'm focusing on what's important. Library, campus, university, library, fixing stuff. Hopefully when I'm out of anarchy, my science should just go boof and shoot up and try and keep up with Brazil, who is annoyingly techy at the moment. Oh nice, the Kemmer I've actually gone to war with Brazil. That's quite nice. Now, why don't you like me? They like high populations and stuff. Well, we'll go for give you open borders. I want some sort of big, lovely trade deal with you. Can we do this? Yes, that sounds good. And then what about if I give you all of this? Can I get the gold per turn as well? Oh yeah, there we go. Let the Kema can be a good trading friend. There we go. We finally switched back to Classical Republic. Oh, that was painful. I just need the amenities from all the cities. That's all I was going for. The oligarchic legacy. There we go. Policy card is locked in. That's actually more important than you would think. Where was I? What was I doing? A veterancy would actually help me to get encampments sorted. I kind of want encampments in all the cities that I've got. What do you call them? Wibblewobs in encampments. That's it. Oh, monastery. You know what? I'm going to put a monastery down on this tile here just to help keep the faith a little bit high. He's in a dark era. Well, he's been putting cities into anarchy accidentally, so it's probably fair. Isolationism is I'm not really getting settles at the moment, so that could be a thing. Twilight Valor is always a fun one, although I don't really need it at the moment. So veterancy, I think I'm going to keep for now. Yes, that'll do. That will do. I've got a bit of barbarian trouble down in this city because my city strength is so low. There's a real risk barbarians will raise my city. So I'm actually just like building a single military unit. I've never got round to it because there's no need to so far. What am I going to do? Each time I build a district is probably not the worst thing. So let's do that. Oh dear, really stuck in a dark era at the moment. Now, what else would be useful? Nobody has loyalty pressure issues at the moment, which is a good thing. Bogota is looking good. This city will grow eventually. It's just military strength is what I need. So I think getting Victor involved and getting him into garrison commander into a nice productive city is going to be useful. The question is, what is the productive city? You know what, actually I'm going to stick him in Valencia just at the moment, and then I might switch him around in a little bit. Just keep an eye on him. I'm a third general. Retire grants a governor title. Okay, not the most interesting one, but still, we'll keep him on the front line. I fancy culture bombs and, towards buildings in this district. Let's go for city centre. That normally goes through. I'd quite like culture bombs. Yeah, city centre buildings would actually be really, really handy because that will help walls. Yeah, I went through and I get culture bombs. Awesome. Right. Oh, look. It happened on the campus. Oh, that's really cool. I actually managed to steal some land from the city-state. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that. That could be really, really useful. Now, we're getting printing as well. Printing is very useful. Just going to get in that university. We've now got 113 science. For all of my terrible start, we are now getting the most science out of everybody I've met. Unfortunately, Brazil have the highest number of techs. We've got 7 more than me, but we're starting to beeline a little bit, so it's not... I don't think it's as bad as it seems. It might be as bad as it seems. I don't know. Let's get another soothsayer in. Of course, the only problem about having walls is I don't have any single unit that actually can shoot anything, but that's fine. Oh my god. This game. Terrible. So we're slowly getting there. Diplomatic service is always a good one. In fact, actually, Vissel banking. There we go. My trade routes, settled and press. Veterancy, campus, builders. Yeah, all of these things are good. Although actually builders and in veterancy, I might actually switch back to craftsmen because industrial zone bonus, that one stacks really nicely. Especially now that we've got this aqueduct finished. We've got 2 + 5, which is now plus 10 industrial zones. Lovely. Okay, let's get the workshop done and then let's get the stable done. And actually, Quiddo, I need you to do the same thing. Get an encampment running and going. Probably a useless tile. One that doesn't matter, like this rainforest tile there. Let's just do that one, get rid of that. Delightful. Okay, so we're building an industrial hub, slowly. Oh, that's a useful city-state to find. Only 5 envoys there? Oh, great. Right, okay, this is really good. If we can get friends with Nagazagamu, that means, which is of course how you say it, by the end time we get military academies in, we can buy units in for 60% less. They're now our focus, actually, and we might have to get Armani in there ASAP. This also means we're not far off nationalism now. Right, medieval fairs, I'm not going to get 4 trade routes, I'm not going to earn a great artist, so we're just going to power through these. But I've got more culture coming in per turn now that my monuments are all up and running, so that's a good thing. Actually, thinking about it, I'd need to get monarchy in, because monarchy has chivalry, which is up to industrial era cavalry units, which does count as my special thing, which is now the Lunero. Oh, we're close. We're close, guys. This is good. An emergency. Oh, unknown player has been targeted with an emergency. Who knows? No, Iliad is being sold again. I know I need it, unfortunately, because I need to get towards militarism, but keep an eye on that. Yeah, these cities, Brazil cities, are only 45 strength. If I assume they'll be 60 strength by the time I attack them. 62 strength, 67. I should be fine. I should be able to just take at least a couple of cities. Oh, that warrior's been running around for ages. He finally died. I should be able to just about get there, actually. Kind of loosely enthusiastic that this might work. Oh, a fire has started. Oh, these forest fires we just haven't seen much of. Oh, look, the Kemmer actually started it with a soothsayer. Ooh, that's quite fun. I'm just looking forward to the death comets at the end of the game. That should be entertaining. We actually just got 2 civic boosts on mercenaries and divine right, just purely from just random tribal huts. That's amazing. Nice. We've got more industrial zones going. Divine right, yeah, you know what, I'm actually going to switch to monarchy. This time, no anarchy when we did it, which is a wonderful thing. Industrial zone and builders. Yeah, that'll do for now. Campuses I kind of do need, but I don't really need to rush it now because I've got military. Yeah, military science is just about to do it. Let's get veterancy. Let's go for... where's our new policy? Here we go, chivalry. And I think conscription or equestrian orders actually will help us get the horses in that we need to get this rolling. Wonderful. In fact, actually, you just need to... Look at all these infrastructure buildings I just don't have. Quick, get them all in, damn it. Actually, the science loss from that is horrific. Ugh. I think I might need to get that back. Oh my god. Look at that. 13 gold for 30 turns. That's the sort of deal I like. Nice. I mean, what will you do for all this as well? I mean, honestly, imagine all of this political power. 6 gold per turn. You know what? They are not the people to trade it with. What about the camera? I feel like you've got more of it. You might be more likely to do it. 6 gold per turn. Ugh. Right, well, we haven't met anybody yet that wants it. Where's Canada when you need them? Where's Sweden when you need them? No. That's rubbish. Oh, it'd be hilarious if the Zulu are the ones that want it more than anyone else. No, they're not. They don't even have anything to trade for it. Yeah, you know what, fine. We'll keep it with our actual ally then. Keeps it safe for now. Fire ended. That didn't seem very drastic, I'll be honest. Seemed quite boring. Never mind. The Aztecs. We've got some very warlike people this game. Interesting. Now, I wonder where you are and what you're doing. Embassy. Oh, they're happy to allow an embassy straight off the bat. That's a good sign. Look at this. Actual deal has been made. What about Niter? I've got loads of this spare. 4 gold per turn. Okay. The Aztecs are going to be decent friends, I think. Look at that. 2 gold per turn. I'll do. That'll do. Welcome, Aztecs. Welcome. Oh, they're the other side. Oh, nice. Go on, Amani. Get in that city-state. Yes. Oh god, that'd be so good once I win that one over. Just help me to produce units as well. Lovely stuff. I'm also, I mean, as much as serfdom is really good, I do need, where is it? Natural philosophy. God, that's painful not having that one. Oh, dear oh dear. Still, university, library, it's all being built. I've got 121 science. Only the Mayans are beating me on science per turn at the moment. If it wasn't for my beelining, I feel like I'd be catching up. I'm actually only 6 techs behind Brazil now. That's a good step in the right direction. Look at university being built there as well. Lovely. There's the military academy. There's the Lanero. Okay. Right, well, we've now got ourselves a little job. Build that military academy up, and then we need to build some units. Now that we've got military science, industrialization is where I want to be heading. I still haven't got shipbuilding. There's been no need for it. 7 techs. Oh, we're going to kill a unit for musketmen? No. We're going to build harbours? No. Lumber mill we've done. Wonders we're not building. Kill a unit with the spearmen, too late. Own 2 galleys, too late. So there's nothing rushable there. God, I am playing an unoptimized game. Let's hope this is enough. You can see, look, I'm actually just like, oh god, I still haven't got a ranged unit. I'm just saving all my gold because I'd rather use my gold to buy universities, and I'm actually saving it to buy units in the capital once I've got this bonus, and 20% cheaper for each encampment district building, so 60% off. Yeah, it's worth it. Actually, keeping an eye on these deals. Look at that, 54 gold up front. Yes, this will all add up nicely. Every building in an encampment district is done. Oh, yes. Armani must be pretty close to being, yeah, 1 turn and then she's there as well. Okay, this is all starting to make sense now. Bogota, you've now finished all of your stuff. Look at the production here, 47 production. It's pretty good at 2 turns. Okay, we've also got this city producing 1, so I've got 2 of these units appearing soon. I think, is it worth denouncing them and then making this some sort of formal war? It's kind of worth it, I think, just to keep the diplomatic penalty down a little bit, so we're going to denounce them. Yes, that sounds good. The Kemet are actually friendly. I've been spending some time giving them a couple of gifts just to get favourable deals with them, so I can make, there we go, friendship with them, and then alliance. Okay, good. So we've got some alliances around Brazil now. This is good. Hey, look at this. Zulu 54, Mainz 53. So many projects are being boosted. It's nuts. We're catching up on Brazil though. That's quite useful. 33 text versus 30. I think this war with the Kama have really like drained them of most of their power. This is the perfect time for us to sort of get involved, really. Here we go, the Lanero. Nice. Got 2 of them as well. 6 movement. Oh, yes, please. Oh man, this is really good. And I love the guitar noise that they have as well. That's really pretty. In fact, actually, can I get my Great General? There's no point, just I'll keep them loose for now. But 2 envoys, here we go. Let's get these guys in place. I just need 1 more envoy with that city. And then I can just, I mean, already I've got a 40% discount. Do I want to just wait a turn or 2 just to get 1 more envoy? Yes, I probably do. Actually, have I got an envoy floating around that's quick? Yeah, naval tradition. Actually, mercenaries. Let's do that. That'll get it. 2 turns for 1 more envoy. Lovely. Oh look, Germany. Nice to meet you. I'd love to sample your hospitality, and I'd also love to be friends with you. There's the embassy. Oh, if the embassy goes in immediately, you know you're onto something good. There we go. Let's do that. And so we make deals. I believe... Oh, they've got no resources whatsoever. Oh, Germany. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? What would you do for 20 iron? 8 gold per turn. Oh, blimey. Yes. No, don't declare a surprise war now. That would be appalling. What about 20 niter? Come on. Germany loves niter. Another 8 gold per turn. Great. What about the Aztecs? Have you got no more money still? I just want to keep flogging my diplomatic power off on you. 8 gold per turn is terrible. Goodness me. What about Germany? You must be giving me more than 8 gold per turn. We'll have a check and see who's actually got the diplomatic victory. No. Who's actually going for it at the moment? Diplomatic victory. Ottomans and Germany are the highest. And neither of them want to actually spend money on diplomatic favour. I mean, this is terrible. Come on, if you do this, give it to me. 9. Okay, they'll give me 1 gold more. I'll take it. This tells you everything you need to know. I've got 96 gold per turn coming in from deals, and I've got 97 gold per turn gold income. I've only got 1 trade route. So you don't need commercial hubs if you can trade with people well enough. I mean, obviously commercial hubs are really, really good, and I would advise them strongly, but not crucial. Now, as you say, we expected the cities to get to about 60 strength, didn't we? That's kind of happened. 4 grievances against us. How many turns have we got until Corsus Belli? 2 turns, okay? That's not too bad. We'll just keep an eye on that. Jadwiga. Okay, Jadwiga's not doing very well. I've just seen, I think, oh dear, they may be getting attacked by Germany. Yeah, look at that, 23 science, 15 culture. Oh, they are being squished upon right now. Oh, I'm going to get a golden age next era. Oh, that means a heroic era. Oh, that's delightful. Now, here's my extra envoy. Plonk you in Ninganza Garu, as you do. Germany, if you attack these guys, I'm going to be entirely disappointed with you because, my god, they are the best allies I've ever going to have. And then we'll purchase in a Lanero, which is 10 horses, but I can do it for, hang on, if I just reset this quickly, 260 gold. Actually, that's not too bad. I feel like it should be less than that. No, 260. I guess that's right. 660, yeah, 60% off. Look at that. Wabam, followed by Wabam. So I've got 4 of these things now. Yes. We now have a cultural alliance with Germany. I mean, we're getting some good alliances, which is just more diplomatic favour. It's more things to sell every turn. And we've got 3 more Laneros on the way. Oh, this is wonderful. It's suddenly an army from nothing. And these are all pretty strong armies as well. And I'm not that far away. I've got enlightenment coming and then nationalism after that. It's pretty damn good, isn't it? Oh, yeah. So, right. I don't know about which government is going to be the best thing to do. Military engineers. I could start building some military engineers to get my railways going, but I haven't researched the railway tech yet, so maybe we just need to calm down a bit on that one. What else do we need? What else do we maybe the walls give me more housing in the city? That's a good idea. I could get some more units. You know what? Actually, building a siege tower is going to be important, just because I feel like I'm going to get screwed over by that. Although actually, at the moment, siege towers, yes, and I'm going to use my gold to purchase in. Where is musketmen? Have I not unlocked musketmen yet? I thought I had. Have I not done that? Have I missed that one out? Yes, I have. Gunpowder. Let's just do that quick, and next turn I'll purchase in some musketmen. That'll be quite good. Yeah, mobilization is the one with territorial expansion. We're just going to have to declare a boring, old, formal war with Brazil. But hey, it keeps their grievances down a little bit, which is a wonderful thing. And now we just go and have a quick look and see what sort of deals we can get. Now, I need you to join my ongoing war, my military ally. If you don't, I'm not saying I'm going to be disappointed. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, thank God. Right, so that's the first ally involved. Now, you haven't met them. Okay, that is kind of understandable. You are already at war. You haven't met them. Okay, right. Ottomans are probably not going to join this because they don't like me. No, they will. The Ottomans are all in on it. You haven't met them. Okay, actually, let's get you involved as well. Are you going to do it? Yep, everyone loves it. Everyone absolutely loves it. Okay, so Brazil is at war with every single person they've met. Oh, Brazil. That's a little unfortunate for you, isn't it? Especially because now my Lanero make their way into your empire, and you will discover quite quickly just how ridiculously strong they are. Oh, and look, soothsayers behind as well. I wonder what those guys are going to get up to. Oh, and just to time it even better, we're 1 turn away from a heroic era. So we've even got a lovely amount of pressure. Now, there's a soothsayer in my empire, Brazil. I feel like I don't like that. I know the sort of things they can do. I'm not super keen on that. Let's not do that. Now, Sao Paulo, Salvador, Kiribati, all of these cities have no walls, which is a good thing. I mean, why they've just left them like this, I don't know. But we'll take advantage of it while we can. Let's just get you round to the back here. Delightful. I've got my military engineer. Oh, actually, that's not even that's the military engineer. I need to remember who's who, actually. Create escort formation so that we don't get mixed up a little bit later. Now, this Lanero can attack the city. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that next turn. Soothsayer, come in a little bit further. Yeah, delightful. You come in a little bit further. I'm going to get you to stick there. Okay, we'll slow the Lanero down a little bit, but not too much, which is the good thing. Oh, and a siege engine. Yeah, make your way to the front line. Why not? And as discussed before, just purchasing in 2 musketmen. Purely because it would be really, really good to make sure that A, I'm using my niter, and B, if we do have a siege situation, they stick walls up, I've at least got a couple of units that can actually do damage. Oh my god, the barbarians are not messing around in this patch. Look, they brought a bombard. Ugh, that's horrific. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, kill the bombard, quick. I built a crossbowman, finally. I'm going to say we're going to trade for industrial states because I've got one right in the middle of me. Duplicates of resources. Now, I feel like I've got duplicates of a couple of resources, but there's a lot on this map, and I always forget which ones I've got. Now, I actually have done a pretty good job of trading them all away. Right, what does Brazil got? Let's focus in on Brazil. Actually, no, we don't want to vote that down. No, because then, when I inevitably win this war, I'll have all of those luxuries. So, let's go for T. Let's vote T up. I don't want to use any of my power. We're not going for a diplomatic victory. I would rather sell it all to the highest bidder. Oh, yes. Here we go. Here we go. Right, let's just make our empire amazingly. Honey. Oh, I didn't. Honey's been added to the game. That's pretty cool. Right, Enlightenment. Good. We don't want to change any of this particularly, although Enlightenment would give us rationalism, which gives us crafts. Yeah, I'm going to do that just for now. That'll boost my science up. Yes, it will. Heroic era. Okay. Now, reformer coinage. I've only got one trade route, but I will get more. Production from campuses is amazing, and to arms would have been useful, but the extra production towards military units kind of makes up for the lack of production that I've got from the industrial zones because of that change I just made. So that's not bad, actually. These Lanero. Oh, they're going to be so strong. These are going to be so strong. Right, you need to cross the river quickly. I need to get you to here. Now the city is surrounded, which is wonderful. It's not letting me attack across, which is annoying. If I break formation, now I can attack. Don't know why it doesn't allow me to do that anyway. And then go bam, bam. Oh, yes. This is, ladies and gentlemen, amazing. What's that? You're going to stand next to my units just so I can come in. Oh, yes. Oh, we've got another guy as well. Look at this. Enemy units within 2 tiles lose HP. The fact that they've made great generals, just like, it ignores now the, like this combat strength to move into industrial and modern era. These guys just don't have an age limit. And it's really, really, really good. I don't know if they meant to put that into the game, but they haven't. You know, so they remain brilliant for the rest of the game. It's amazing. But anyway, nationalism now. We've got a city surrounded. We've got Lanero appearing left, right, and centre. Every time I get 12 horses, I can just go pop and buy another one for 260 gold, which I'm getting every sort of 4 turns or so. This is going to be a case of how many cities can we steal from Brazil's eastern front before they start raising walls. 1, 2, 3 is my hope. If I can get the capital as well, that'd be amazing. Because if the capital is taken, that's it. That's them dead. But yeah, oh goodness, Colombia, enjoying so far. Actually, I'm proud of my science as well, 160 science. We're now 4th. We're catching up, slowly but surely. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton for all of the help you give on Patreon, as well as everybody else who likes and subscribes to the video. Cheers, you help keep me going.